And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Time for Angela After Dark. Grief is complicated. We all know that, especially when it comes to an ex. The topic came up between Trina Braxton, who is the sister of singer Toni Braxton, and her husband, Vaughn Scales. Trina's ex-husband, Gabe Solis, died of cancer in 2018. In a podcast, Trina says she felt Vaughn punished her for mourning that loss. Dr. Angela Jones is here to talk about this. So, obviously, you may have the love of your life, and then you have the second runner-up, or the next person in line. And is it difficult to just, if that person, the first one, dies, and you're moving on to the next, can you just forget it like that?
No, of course not. I mean, I'm going to be straddling the fence on this one because their relationship, they were only 1 year in when her ex passed away. And she said it on the video, and he actually said on the video that they have become friends after they got a divorce. And she said that we were better as friends. He was an amazing father to my children. He raised my children from, I guess, a previous relationship. So the fact that she was with this ex-husband for 12 years, raised her children, he was a positive figure in her life. And they were able, even after the divorce, to create a good relationship with one another. Of course she's going to mourn that loss. Of course she's going to be devastated. But his response in this video...
You could akin that to, like, losing a best friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even though they had hard times and they divorced, I'm sure the divorce was hard. I'm sure they've been through a lot together. You still care about someone, and especially someone who has given so much love to your children, who has shown you grace, who has accepted everything about you. Even if you guys have had some rift in the relationship, you still have a relationship with them. And so losing them to cancer, and then being in another relationship, and this other relationship is saying, like, what's wrong with you? Why are you grieving this person like that? I honestly feel like that's very selfish of her new husband at that time.
When you think about that situation, though, how fair is it to the new husband that you're constantly grieving? Should you do it privately, or should you say, look, let's have this conversation, I'm still trying to get over it? Grief
is grief. And you lost someone. And it's not about I'm grieving this person this much because I'm in love with them romantically. I think she just loved the person. And I feel like her new relationship, he was kind of insecure in a relationship. He didn't feel safe. And this happened, like I said, 1 year into the relationship. So I don't feel like he felt like his footing was really set in place. And he was kind of confused by the reaction. I think the disturbing part of the video is that now they're married, it's years later, and he's still standing foot on it saying, like, you grieved too big for this person that raised your children that you were with. And that's the part that's kind of disturbing, especially the way he kind of handles her in the video. It's very curt, it's very short, he cuts her off. So you could tell they have, like, some issues in the relationship already.
So you think it's bigger than just that?
Absolutely. I mean, in the video, he says he wasn't jealous of the guy. He actually thinks that her ex-husband was a pretty good guy. But in regards to allowing her to grieve someone, grief is grief. You don't have any control about how you grieve someone. We grieve famous people that pass away on the news. You see people crying for people that they have never met.
Whitney Houston,
you know, Michael Jackson. So you can't tell someone how to grieve. The best thing he could have done is been supported. And if he was feeling insecure or unsure, I think it was his place to maybe ask questions or even ask people around her to understand the dynamic of the relationship, and it would have helped him understand why the grief was so big.
All right, Dr. Angela Jones, always good to see you with the expert advice.